Hello! It's that day of the week! Hello, Senior Developer and Senora Developeress. First of all, before we get into the specifics of this video, I'd like you to meet Mac. Mac here is my partner in crime and he's going to be helping me a lot during these videos. He won't be doing much in this one. He will probably help me with editing, but starting in the next video, he's going to work really hard. So Mac, audience, Mac, good. Now that we got that out of the way, let me have a sip of the programmer's elixir and we can move on with the video. Oh shit. Okay, fun's over. Let's talk about the purpose of this channel and how it came to be, why I decided to post videos of myself online, and what makes the content on this channel so unique. And hopefully I can paint a better picture by telling you a personal story, by telling you a story about something that happened to me a year ago while I was working for a client. So last year, I helped a client migrate from a monolithic application to a microservices-based architecture. So as you can imagine, we had all these meetings around third-party services we were going to use, what are we going to build in-house, and we also had a discussion regarding the inter-service communication, and we decided that we would use a messaging system, a message delivery system. I had some experience with RabbitMQ, so I managed to convince the team to use that. The team accepted RabbitMQ as the solution for communication between the services, and we went on with development. When we had, I think, our third service ready, we wanted to test our initial assumption that RabbitMQ is still a viable option. So I was tasked with creating a cluster of 3 RabbitMQ Docker instances, and well, having experience with Docker, I barely managed to migrate their whole development environment, so it was like 1 or 2 months after that when I had to implement this cluster. And I had the experience of migrating their whole development environment to Docker, and I said, okay, creating a cluster of 3 Docker instances, that would take me around 2 days max. 2 days quickly turned into 2 weeks, and I started using and abusing the in progress and no progress hashtags during meetings. You can always tell when frustration starts to build up with this type of R&D work. It's usually when there's too much R and too little D. And don't get me wrong, I think I had around 15 links at one point in Evernote. I went through scores of articles, but they fell into one of 2 categories. There were the articles that were barely skimming the surface. What is RabbitMQ? What is a messaging system? How does RabbitMQ work? How to install RabbitMQ? And I did not need that because I was using a Docker image, so I already had RabbitMQ installed. And the other category of articles were the ones that were too advanced for my use case, for my particular use case. And I don't know, there was something related to, I think, Q Federation, the Shovel plugin. I don't know what the fuck that means, let alone have it be relevant to my particular use case and to my particular need. After 2 weeks, I finally found a solution, and it consisted of setting 2 configuration options and making sure that the Docker containers were able to identify each other by host name. And at that point I was like, I'm done, it's done. And you can imagine that the team was like, thanks for preventing us from closing the iteration with your Docker shit, dipshit. I was so frustrated that I went home and created a course outline. I was going to teach people RabbitMQ. I was going to become a course author. But then I thought about it, and thank God I thought about it. I decided that I would create a YouTube channel and basically document all the solutions to the problems I encounter in my daily software development activities. So instead of me creating an exhaustive course, an exhaustive tutorial on a specific technology, tool, programming language, framework, trying to explain to you how it works and all it does, like everything it does, I would just give you highly distilled videos with solutions to specific problems. And not only that, but I wouldn't hide all that knowledge behind a payment processor wall and carefully crafted marketing content. Then I took it upon myself to learn everything I could about videography, about editing, and about YouTube in general. I started following popular people on YouTube. I tried to learn from their videos, from their techniques. And by the way, if you see any poor impersonation of any popular YouTuber on this channel, I apologize. I'm sorry. Now, almost a year later, you're able to watch this. Returning to the initial topic of this video, the purpose of this channel is to help you software developers make work more enjoyable. How do I plan on doing this? By giving you highly distilled videos of solutions to the challenges I encounter in my day-to-day software developer activity. I'll try to keep them in under 10 minutes or around the 10-minute threshold, because I want you to be able to watch any video in one go and quickly implement what you learn if that's what you need. Don't expect a style similar to that of a tutorial you might find on a course website. You will only learn what you need and no extra stuff. I will make sure to add links to the description to audiobooks, books, online tutorials, tools being used, everything you need if you want to get a deeper knowledge on the topic and on the technologies being used. But the videos will only explain the solution, that practical solution, nothing more. Finally, let me know in the comment section below if you found yourself in a similar situation and basically how software development working out for you, how you're living. Don't forget to share what you learn. Don't keep it to yourself. There are people out there who need it. Other than that, I'm Adrian. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I am at Oprah Rocks on almost everything, so make sure to follow me on everything, and catch you in the next video. I promised I'd find a name for this show, right? The Oprah Show. No, not Oprah. Oprah. O-P-R-E-A.